Once upon a time there lived a clever dog who was also a dragon. Naturally, he was unmarried. This dragon dog named Panhu served an emperor who was at war with a rebellious general. One day the emperor proclaimed that whoever could bring him the enemy's head would win the hand of his daughter in marriage. Panhu wasn't a man, but he was loyal and courageous. He promised that if he could defeat the general, he would transform into a man so he could marry the princess. And that's exactly what he did. After returning victorious, he changed into human form and became engaged to the emperor's daughter. To ensure their union would be blessed, the empress dressed the princess in a magnificent phoenix dress and phoenix crown. Panhu then carried his bride off to the southern mountains, where they lived happily and had many children. Years later, when their own daughter was to be married, a real phoenix flew out the mountains and gifted her with a colorful phoenix dress of her own. And that's the legend of how wedding dresses came to be. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lakendra, and if there's one thing you should know about me, is that I love fashion. From the history and the trends to the icons who've shaped the industry and the way fashion makes us feel. I'm here to break it all down because fashion isn't just about clothes, it's about confidence, expression, and making space for everyone in it. So if you're as obsessed with fashion as I am, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic pieces in all of fashion, the wedding dress. Some women have been dreaming about their dress since they were little girls, and honestly, I get it. Bridal fashion is one of my absolute favorite corners of the fashion world. I dream of becoming a bridal designer and owning my own bridal boutique. There is just something so special about the beauty, the craftsmanship, and the love that goes into each gown. I also just love. There's nothing more magical than seeing a bride's eyes light up when she's found the one. Then came a moment that changed bridal fashion forever. When Queen Victoria stepped out in white, she unknowingly redefined the look of a bride for generations. Picture this, February 10th, 1840, the wedding of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. She walks down the aisle wearing a cream silk satin gown, detailed with lace at the neck and sleeves, a slim waist, a full crinoline petticoat, and delicate lace embellishments. This moment marked the beginning of a tradition. Queen Victoria's wedding dress was iconic, and it set the standard for what would soon become the norm, the white wedding dress. After her royal wedding, other European aristocrats and royals began to follow suit. As white gowns grew in popularity, they also gained new meaning, symbolizing purity, innocence, and a fresh beginning. But here's the thing, before Victoria, white wasn't the bridal standard. Brides wore dresses in all kinds of colors, with red being one of the most popular, especially in cultures where it symbolized love, luck, or prosperity. It took a few more decades before white dresses became accessible and expected among middle-class brides in both Europe and the United States. And that's how one queen's fashion choices shaped a global bridal tradition that's still going strong today. Let's take a walk through time and explore how bridal fashion has evolved through the decades, starting with the roaring 1920s. The 1920s brought the glitz and glamour of the Great Gatsby era. Think Coco Chanel, jazz, and avant-garde art. Early in the decades, brides working with limited budgets often skipped traditional gowns altogether and wore their nicest dresses instead. The flapper style heavily influenced wedding fashion. Brides favored slightly loose, straight-cut dresses with cropped waist and waist hemlines. Showing ankles, once taboo, became stylish. To add a bridal touch, women accessorized with white gloves and Juliet cap veils, adorned with lace, beads, and florals, mimicking the popular crochet hats of the time. While white remained popular, brides also picked shades like ivory, ecru, and eggshell. By the late 1920s, satin gowns with longer skirts, dramatic trains, and V necklines came into fashion, often finished with feathers for hems and asymmetric hats for extra flair. In the 1930s, wedding dresses reflected the elegance of old Hollywood. This pre-war era favored understated silhouettes, closer fitting floor-length gowns with flowing trains. Brides were practical, choosing dresses that could be dyed and reworn. If purchasing a new dress wasn't possible, they simply wore their best one. DIY patterns gained popularity, and many brides began designing their own gowns. The focus shifted from hips to shoulders and waist, and the growing influence of media glamorized weddings, pushing brides toward more extravagant, eye-catching styles. The 1940s were shaped by wartime austerity and post-war optimism. During the war, rationing meant simple designs and reused dresses. After the war, Christian Dior's new look introduced a more feminine aesthetic with cinched waist and full skirts. Queen Elizabeth's wedding dress, a relatively modest ivory silk gown with pearl embellishments, became a source of inspiration. Brides embraced romantic, youthful designs featuring delicate embroidery and shorter hemlines. The 1950s brought drama back into bridal fashion. Bridal gowns made a major comeback with layers of tulle, pearl, and crystal appliques and voluminous skirts. This was the era of making a statement. Strapless bodies surged in popularity as brides embraced glamour and grandeur. In the 1960s, fashion got a modern update. Brides experimented with everything from long trains to mini dresses. Bright colors like canary yellow made bold appearances, along with coat dresses and metallic floral details. Veils got shorter, while silhouettes shifted towards slimmer column dresses, some hybrids between ball gowns and columns, balancing tradition with new age chic. The 1970s were a tale of two trends: boho versus corporate. Flowy ethereal gowns with puff sleeves and lace ruled weddings, inspired by nature and music culture. Meanwhile, clean, structured styles echoed the rising power of career women. Celebrities often wore two-piece suits, while royal brides embraced traditional long-sleeve gowns with statement headpieces. The 1980s were all about excess. Think big ball gowns in ivory and cream, puff sleeves, oversized bows, and dramatic lace. Princess Diana's iconic 1981 wedding dress featuring a 26-foot train, voluminous sleeves, and layers of ruffles were a defining fashion moment. Her gown sparked a renewed love for fairy tale extravagance, ushering in a more is more era of bridal fashion. In the 1990s, minimalism took center stage. Brides either leaned into sleek silhouettes or went classic with off-the-shoulder bodices, sweetheart necklines, and full skirts. Vera Wang revolutionized bridal fashion this decade, opening her first boutique and popularizing the strapless, figure-hugging wedding dress that became iconic in the years that followed. The early 2000s were fun, playful, and inspired by pop culture, tech, and personal expression. Brides explored mini dresses, two-piece sets, and slip gowns. Volume returned with a vengeance. Ruffles, ruching, and big skirts were everywhere. High necklines and minimalist fabrics added contrast. The crop top trend even made its way into bridal fashion, giving brides a fresh and fearless way to express themselves. But tradition isn't the only story. Today's brides are rewriting the rules, embracing style that reflects who they are, not just what's expected. Today's wedding dresses come in an endless array of styles. Whether you dream of a dramatic mermaid silhouette, a princess-worthy ball gown, or a classic A-line, the options are endless. There's tea-length for retro flair, off-the-shoulder for romance, and sweetheart necklines for that timeless charm. And don't forget about boho dresses for the laid-back bride, beachy styles for destination vows, or vintage-inspired gowns that bring the drama and nostalgia. The rise of bridal fashion content on platforms like TikTok and Instagram has made self-expression a core part of the dress journey. It's not just about finding the dress, it's about finding the one that matches you. More and more brides are creating an entire bridal wardrobe, not just a single gown. There's a look for the engagement party, a vibe for the bridal shower, a showstopper for the rehearsal dinner, something for the bachelorette trip, maybe be a minimum white fit for the engagement shoot, and of course, different looks for the ceremony, reception, send off, and even the honeymoon. The goal, a cohesive, thoughtful wedding aesthetic that represents your full journey, not just the ceremony. Modern brides are redefining what bridal fashion even looks like. We're seeing jumpsuits, tailor suits, and two-piece sets. Some brides are leaning non-traditional, not just in what they wear, but how they celebrate. From elopement on a cliffside to courthouse weddings and designer minis. Dress changes are basically expected now. Start the day in a grand ceremony gown, switch into a sparkly reception dress for dancing, and end the night with a chic send-off look or honeymoon-ready outfit. It's about versatility, creativity, and letting each moment of your wedding have its own style. Every culture brings something unique to the altar, vivid colors, bold textures, spiritual symbols, all woven into the bride's first steps into marriage. In the US, it's all about personal style. We're seeing everything from drop waist drama to sleek, minimalist gowns. Some brides go full glam, pearls, shimmer, a cathedral train. Others keep it soft, textured, and simple. It's common now to have multiple looks, one for the ceremony, another for the reception, maybe even a third for the after party. The bottom line, your dress should look like you, unique, bold, romantic, or all three. Across the pond in the UK, the vibe is elegant but unexpected. Think modern minimalism with a twist. You've got tea-lint dresses, mini gowns, disco-era details, all wrapped in that signature British polish. And yes, sustainability is trending here. More brides are choosing dresses they can rewear, restyle, or pass down. Let's head to India, where color, culture, and symbolism collide. Red is traditional for brides, symbolizing love and prosperity, but you'll also see gold, orange, pink, green. Every shade means something. Indian wedding fashion is as rich and meaning as it is in embroidery. You'll see everything from regional saris to modern Indo-Western fusion looks, like a crop top and flowing skirt with all the ornate details. And of course, gold jewelry and henna are essential. Bangles, necklaces, even toe rings, each piece carries cultural significance and family heritage. In South Korea, brides often own tradition and modern style. Some wear the traditional hanbok, often red to represent good fortune, decorated with beautiful embroidery. Others go for classic wedding silhouettes, ball gowns, A-lines, and sleek sheets. Many brides blend both, starting with the hanbok and switching into a gown for the reception. The accessories? A whole moment. Think pendants, headpieces, and hand fans. Bali weddings are full of tradition and transformation. A Balinese bride will often wear three distinct looks, each with cultural meaning. First comes the traditional payas agang, I hope I said that right, a regal kebaya blouse with sungit skirt and bold red gold makeup. Next, the gagado, also hope I said that right, a woven ikat wrap and layers of gold jewelry. And finally, the pesanakan, don't know if I said that right, a shimmering gold or silver gown with elaborate hair and fresh flowers. Every look marks a different phase in the bride's journey, from daughter to bride to wife. Across Africa, wedding fashion is as diverse as the content. In Nigeria, it's all about bold sleeves, vibrant lace, and head wraps, known as gele. Ghanaian brides shine in gold tone gowns made of kente cloth. In South Africa, especially among the Zulu, brides wear the iswaba, a beaded skirt rich with meaning and lineage. You also see earthy tones in Kenya, warrior-inspired bridal wear among the Ngoni, and the royal elegance of Moroccan caftans with multiple changes through the night. Each region has its own textiles, colors, and silhouettes, but they all celebrate identity, community, and strength. In China, the most traditional bridal color is red, symbolizing joy and prosperity. Brides may wear a cheongsam, or in southern regions like Hong Kong, Queen Kua, but often feature gold and silver embroidery, usually a phoenix and a dragon representing the bride and groom. The highest grade kua are so heavily embroidered you can barely see the fabric underneath. It's not just fashion, it's art, history, and status woven into every stitch. In Japan, bridal fashion is a graceful blend of old and new. The shomomuku is a pure white kimono symbolizing the bride's willingness to be dyed by her new family. Then there's the Yusha cake, vibrant, embroidered, and worn like a gown. Brides often rip these ceremonial looks then change into Western style dresses. Japanese designers like Yumi Katsura have modernized bridal fashion here, adding couture level craftsmanship to both kimonos and gowns. Wedding dresses are truly one of the most iconic pieces in all of fashion. No matter the era, the trend, or the culture, they hold a special kind of magic. They come in countless styles, silhouettes, and interpretations, allowing each bride to feel completely radiant and unique on their special day. What's so beautiful is that no matter where you are in the world, the wedding dress remains a powerful symbol of love, tradition, and self-expression. Whether it's a grand ball gown, a sleek modern suit, or a vibrant cultural ensemble, the wedding dress continues to evolve while holding on to its timeless charm. It's more than just fabric, it's a feeling, and for many, it's the dress of a lifetime. And remember, fashion is for everyone. Keep expressing yourself, keep showing up confidently, and if you love fashion as much as I do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, everybody is a fashion body. Be blessed and stay stylish. Bye!